It's that time of year again, where I spend the next hour or so talking about a deep passion of mine, that being Kingdom Hearts. As that suggests, we are doing another kill count video. I've got the oh no they died because I don't really name my videos that, but anyway, today we are looking into Kingdom Hearts Coded. Now when I started this series a few years ago, I wasn't actually going to include any kills from this game. However, it dawned on me that something major is dropped in this game that makes me believe that this entire game is its own world. Yes, it's a memory like Chain of Memories, but with what happens at the end of the game, well, I can't really know the kills, so let's get counting. The game begins with Sora leaving his adventure journal that Jiminy wrote in Kingdom Hearts 1 to King Mickey to look into. The reason why it's being looked into is because at the end of Chain of Memories, the entire journal was wiped clean, and all that was left behind was a simple little message saying, "Thank Namine." So, from here, Mickey looks into the book and asks a memory of Sora within the book to look into what exactly is going on, and this is where our adventure takes place. Now, this kill count I'm going to show what monsters we are going to be fighting, and all I know is that the book is corrupted and left behind these bugs. That is what our main count will be. I won't be counting any Heartless in this game, seeing as they were all counted when we played Kingdom Hearts 1, but anything I don't recognise will be counted again, or any monsters found in the space between. All of this will be explained later. After the introduction to the game, where the book being corrupted is explained and the only way to fix it is by sending in Sora, well, a memory of him already in the book. In the cutscene that's shown, we see someone dressed in an organisation coat, but we have no idea who this is just yet. I mean, I know, and I'm going to say it's Data. Anyway, we begin with Data Sora in the Dreamscape. I've never encountered the enemies dying in this space before because it was all a dream. But seeing as this is a retelling and Mickey is giving us a running commentary, I can safely say that we can add 3 Heartless to the count. This is where the game really begins, where we take our first steps on Destiny Island. Nothing really changed with the story here. The only change, however, is that these weird red and black blocks appear, and apparently, in the data version, we end up locking the keyhole in Destiny Island. After sealing this keyhole, the dark side that we killed in the original game appears, but instead of it being a Heartless, it appears to come from Data. However, we didn't kill the Data version in this story, but we did take out 3 more Heartless by its side. So this time around, the story changes. Originally we came here because our world got destroyed and we was just exploring. But this time around we are looking for 4 pieces of light. And when we do, a keyhole opens. Sadly in this retelling we don't see what we fight. When Sora comes out he says he beat something. So taking this as a kill, I'll just have the 1.
Did you see me? How do you like that?
When Sora comes out, he reseals the keyhole, and we come out to see what Mickey is doing. We see him and the crew being attacked by 4 Heartless. Mickey does some quick defending and takes out those 4 Heartless. So, we are going through the exact same levels as we did back in Kingdom Hearts 1, but this time in Wonderland we are trying to help everyone gain their memories back. When we run into Alice, she is attacked by 6 Heartless. So, thanks to Sora, they do get taken out. After some more exploring, we get accused by the Queen of Hearts that we are a memory thief. That's when we see another keyhole to venture into. We know from the past that a monster is dying in them, so let's go add another monster to the count. At the end of this battle, we see Data Sora meet up with Mickey and the rest. Now, here's the plot twist for the game. After beating the first world, to protect itself, Mickey was dragged into the datascape to give more help to Sora. Not much changes in Olympus, but last time we was here we had help from Donald and Goofy. But with this game we have Hercules and Cloud helping us out. And as we have established, the book, or story for that matter, has been corrupted, so fights will be different. With that being said, the three of us take out 7 Heartless. I did say nothing much changes, but the biggest change is Sora runs into Pete, and he says he got in the same way Sora did. But Sora was formed from Data. All that though will be explained later. As for now, let's go visit the Land of Sand. So, today is the same old. Jafar trying to kidnap an underage girl to clean her up, but the things that have changed. A lamp has been summoned in as Data, and Jafar uses this replica to freeze time, and the only one who kept on running was the genie and Sora. This is where the game changes drastically, where it explains what's been happening with Pete. When Mickey was pulled into the datascape, Pete was pulled into it too, and with the magic of Maleficent, he has been able to travel around the same worlds as we do. During this little talk, Riku and Mickey come to the rescue and take out 12 Heartless. But that was a big mistake, as Maleficent does some drastic damage and takes Data Riku with her. This is where the story changes entirely from the first Kingdom Hearts game. Now we enter Hollow Bastion. Now there was many worlds in the original game that we visited, but after running into Pete we got sent into Hollow Bastion, skipping out pretty much 6 or 7 worlds. So let's see what else has actually changed. So the story goes on as normal up until we get to the first fight in the main castle, where at this point we use a wooden sword. But seeing as Maleficent took the key this time, then we get nothing. But during this fight, Goofy comes to save the day, taking out 6 Heartless.
Here I come, Sora! Heartless be gone!
Goofy!
We run into Pete yet again when the showdown with Riku originally happened, but this time we are against Pete. The two summons up 8 Heartless. Donald and Goofy take these out with ease. Pete then does another douche move and traps them inside a bugged cage. And with the power of friendship, the real keyblade forms in Data Sora's hand, meaning he was able to save his friends and unlock the Data keyhole. We chase after Pete and we give him a good globbering. That's supposed to be clobbering. But then he turns Data Riku against us. But we don't go for the kill, just a simple knockout so we can fix his buggy problem. While Data Riku has passed out, we can go inside him. His data form, that is, and on the inside we find out he's covered in bugs. So now we've got to explore his data mine to fix everything all over again. This is where we find out that there is data inside the book that doesn't belong here. So this could be where it all begins. But anyway, inside Riku's Destiny Island, the cutscene initially begins with bugs coming after us. A new enemy for us to count. In the cutscene that plays, we see Sora take out 6 of the bugs. However, like we've counted many times before, there is others in the background, and we just know Sora takes them all out, adding 8 bugs to the count. After the battle we get some explanation to why the bugs have appeared. It turns out that the Heartless was attacking a data wall of some kind, and they broke through. With that, the bugs were able to come into being. Inside Data Riku's Traverse Town, we open up to 6 bugs on the screen. We see Sora take on 2 of the bugs. While fighting the second, we see 2 more bugs that were hiding off screen from the first shot, and like before, this means Sora took out 8 more bugs. On to Riku's Wonderland, we see Sora fight a new kind of bug block. This one was silver in colour, as the others were more heartless coloured, but they still get counted the same, and in this instance, Sora took on 7 of them. On to the second Agrabah now, and we open up with 3 of the silver bugs, but surely after we see Sora surrounded by them, I think I can take a rough guess and say 20 are surrounding him at this point, bringing in a total of 23 dead bugs inside Agrabah. After clearing up all the bugs with Riku, a deeper datascape opens up where inside a battle ensues, with what could only be described as an amalgamation of bugs that formed into the Dark Riku that we fought back in Kingdom Hearts 1. I have no idea what this enemy is called to count, so I'm going to go with Bugged Data Riku. After curing Data Riku of his virus, he opens up a door for the others to go back to the real world. But for Data Sora, the story is not over yet. He may have said goodbye to the people on the outside, talking about losing memories, but we all know memories in these games work in a very, very different way. But when all the glitches are fixed, the datascape starts to collapse, which would mean the end of the journal, Data Riku, Data Sora, Pete, and Maleficent. But we do have Data Sora, so we can fix things up for one last time. So we go off to save them, and right then we run into the same Heartless we fought back at the beginning of the game. See, I told you we didn't kill it. But here it is, only stronger. Way stronger. And the reason why it's stronger? Well, Sora's been getting stronger every time we fix up the worlds. And this guy is getting stronger because it's Sora's Heartless being powered up by the bugs. You see, back in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora became a Heartless, that we all saw. But because Kairi was a Princess of Light, she was able to save Sora. The downside though, because of Jiminy, his Heartless remained and hid within the journal. More on this later. When going toe to toe with the huge Data Heartless, because of the shadow that we can become in Kingdom Hearts 2, but we are still not strong enough to win the battle, but we have friends in high places, and Mickey comes to give us the courage and to take the glory for himself to weaken the beast, so we can take out the true form of Sora's Heartless. And that later is now. Maleficent remembers something about a book of prophecies, something that is described in Kingdom Hearts Unchained. And this book has the power to create worlds and tell of future events that can happen. And because of this little tagline, this kill count is a thing. I wasn't going to do this because it's all just in a journal, but then I remember this line making everything we fought to be actually real. A world inside a story full of worlds. Go figure. And that marks the end of the weird recap of Kingdom Hearts 1, saying goodbye, and the credits can roll. But we are not done. After Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora and the others were locked in the Dark Realm, and in that realm, they stumbled upon Castle Oblivion. So it's time for a final recap of Chain of Memories. This time around though, Mickey takes us to the castle, and inside we run into a member of Organization 13. I'm not telling you who it is, because it's crucial, and he gives us a card to lead us back into Destiny Islands. But we know how Castle Oblivion works, and the journal version works the exact same. So we know that Castle Oblivion retells the story and goes through the memories of our adventure thus far. Along the way, we run into Riku, who told us not to give up. However, every time we finished up a memory world, we ran into the same Organization 13 member, who was trying to make us forget about all the people we met to stop us from falling to darkness. But in the end, it revealed to us that this was a memory in itself. A memory of Roxas, who was born when we became a Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1. A fight ensues, and he accepts that Sora understood hurt and pain, and that he can carry it on forward into the light. And after this version of Roxas disappears into Data Sora's heart. Now, I added this death in the kill count in Kingdom Hearts 2 kill count, but I'm not going to add it here because it's already been accounted for. And it's been accounted for because this is where Naminé put the memories of Roxas while Sora was asleep during 358/2 days. And now we're all caught up. It gets confusing and it's hard to explain, but I understand it well because I love this game. And honestly, play the entire series every couple of months. That's what I do. That's me. So, the final chapter of the game, we run into Naminé, the witch that put Sora to sleep. In doing so, she shuffled all the memories around Sora's to help the Organization 13 to make Xion a true member they could use. But when she switched sides, she let Sora sleep and put those memories back, but in doing so, she found memories of another person. Apparently, this is impossible, but Sora has them, and the reason for this is Ventus, Roxas, and Naminé. Two of those we have covered already, but back in Birth by Sleep, Ventus died and cast out his heart. That heart was sent into a younger Sora, and from those memories, this is where the bugs came from. Now, let's go over why Ventus and Roxas look alike. When Sora becomes a Heartless, a Nobody was also created. But when the Nobody was created, it of course used Sora's heart. But within that heart was Ventus, and this was the form the Nobody took, hence why Roxas and Ventus look the same. And the rest of the story will be concluded in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, that's the wrap. That's the last chapter and a lot to cover, but it's all been done and we can move on to the tally thingy. Hopefully, this time I'll add the damn pie chart. And please say I did, because I might forget that again. So here's the wrap up. We killed a total of 52 Heartless and 47 bugs. Of course, that was covered in the shortened story of Coded, but in the DS version there was a lot more kills. But, like I said, back in Birth by Sleep, we are counting as little as possible. So enjoy the new year, and I will see you for June, when we return for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Or 3D if you're one of those people.